Here's a number that should terrify you: 3 to 4 million. That is the minimum number of ground troops military analysts say you would need to actually conquer Iran. Not bomb it, not pressure it, conquer it, hold it, control it. America's entire active military is about 1.3 million people. The math doesn't work. It has never worked. And yet, right now, signals are everywhere. Military preparations are increasing. Quiet movements, quiet bets, quiet expectations. People who make those kinds of moves usually know something you don't. So let's talk about what actually happens if American boots hit Iranian soil. Not the version on cable news, the version the terrain, the economics, and history are already telling us. First, some context. A president says the country is winning, that objectives are nearly complete, that strikes will continue for weeks. There's a simple rule. When someone needs to say they're winning, they usually aren't. At the same time, there's talk of expanding influence far beyond current borders. A wider strategy, a larger vision. Most people look at that and see chaos. But what if there is a plan? Before we get there, start with the ground. Iran is massive, nearly 4 times the size of Iraq, around 90 million people, and the terrain is brutal. From the west, you face the Zagros Mountains, a natural fortress. Narrow valleys, high ground, perfect for ambushes. Mountains are not obstacles, they are weapons. From the east, vast deserts, long distances, impossible logistics. From the south, more mountains, more distance, and years of preparation designed specifically to stop an invasion. Iran has had decades to prepare for this exact scenario. Now, look at history. The United States is extremely effective at the opening phase of war. Fast, powerful, overwhelming. But the pattern is always the same. Strong start, long struggle, difficult ending. Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan. Wars are not lost in the first week. They are lost over time. Iran has studied those wars carefully. Their entire strategy is built around those lessons. So the invasion begins. Progress is made. Then the terrain pushes back. Supply lines get hit. Drones appear. Convoys are targeted. Every movement becomes dangerous. And this is where it stops being just a military problem. It becomes an economic one. Because the moment a full invasion begins, Iran has a powerful response. The Strait of Hormuz, a narrow passage where a huge portion of the world's oil moves every day. If that closes, even partially, the impact is immediate. Oil prices surge, but it's not just oil. Fertilizer components move through there. Disrupt that, and food production suffers. Industrial materials move through there. Disrupt that, and supply chains break. This becomes more than an energy crisis. It becomes a global economic shock. Prices rise, shortages begin, markets react. And then you reach something deeper, the global system itself. For decades, much of the world has operated around one central structure, the dollar. Energy, trade, finance, all connected to it. But systems like that depend on stability, disrupt the flow of energy, disrupt confidence, and the structure starts to shift. Countries begin looking for alternatives. Financial pressure builds. Markets react in ways that are difficult to control once they begin. And now we reach a difficult question. What if this isn't just a risk, but part of a larger shift? Because when one system weakens, another rises. And in a world facing disruption, stability becomes the most valuable resource. Regions with energy, food, and internal security become more important. Supply chains shorten. Dependence shifts. Power reorganizes. This is not a new idea. Throughout history, major transitions often come during periods of crisis. The old system weakens. A new one takes shape, and it rarely happens smoothly. So what are the outcomes? One path: a difficult, prolonged conflict with rising costs and growing pressure at home. Another path, a strategic withdrawal after heavy strain, different routes. But both lead to the same question: what does the world look like after? Because no matter what happens, the consequences won't be limited to one country. They will affect economies, alliances, and ordinary people far beyond the battlefield. And that's the part often ignored. Behind every strategy, every map, every decision, there are human lives, families, workers, people who have no control over any of it. So here's the real question. If the global system is changing, and there are strong signs that it is, who decides how that change happens, and who carries the cost? Because those decisions are being made, and they are not being made by the people who will feel them the most.